Hey there people, this is Spray Love, and today I'm going to talk about two fragrances from Tom Ford that I've worn in high heat, like canicular heat, even though some people would advise otherwise. And so I'm going to present to you the two fragrances right here, Ombré Leather and Tom Ford Noir Extrême. Alright, so first off, a lot of people that know fragrances or are fragrance addicts such as me might be quite intrigued by how it did go in high heat with those fragrances on, and I must say that both were quite successful endeavors. So the first one I've tried was Ombré Leather, and I've already tried it in high heat several years ago. I was in Texas, it was canicular, and I was wearing Ombré Leather. And believe it or not, it really went well. It wasn't cloying. I've got compliments from people there on that fragrance. It's a really nice fragrance anyway. And what are the notes in Ombré Leather? It does smell like leather, like it's leather, you know, luxury, high-hand, sophisticated leather with a bit of spices, a bit of like florals just to make it a bit more breathable. And so this is really intense in canicular heat. It smells like heavy leather, you know, so very dark fragrance, a lot like, I think it's better worn at night than in the daytime, although I really like the effect on the daytime because it's very dry, and so in the high heat it doesn't come off as too cloying. It's just very dry but very sexy. I really like it. So this is a fragrance that a lot of people will, if they smell it right off, they'll be like, how is it appealing? And they will not see how like magnetic this fragrance can become, how great it is, how attractive it smells. It's an amazing fragrance, one of my favorite of all time, easily. And yeah, in summertime, high heat, canicular heat, it's you know, it's 40 degrees out there, Celsius. I'm sorry for all of those Fahrenheit people out there, but I'm in Celsius, and yeah, it's like overheating, and I'm still wearing that and rocking it. You know, it's just so fun to. I wanted to try for some people on the internet, if they like. Some people are like, some fragrances you cannot wear at all if it's too hot. Some fragrances, whatever. I think that this one is a fair, safe bet, even though it's very tragic. You need to rock it. You know, you need to be aware of the fragrance. But I think that it's the same comment. Like the same comment appears when you wear it in wintertime. You need to be aware of the effect that it has, of the power that it gives, but you need to use that power with caution. That's my advice with Ombré Leather. Now, I will skip to Tom Ford Noir Extrême. So this fragrance is a bit more, like, you can definitely tell more that it is suitable for summertime because it's less harsh. But although it is hard, it's less harsh. It's very warm and it's very spicy. Both things normally you would never go for that in the summertime, in canicular heat, at the beach and stuff. You try to avoid those kind of scents because they're very, very sexy, but they're kind of inappropriate in those moments because they're very warm and stuff. But this one, I feel that I've rocked it too. I believe it was a day I was going outside too, and outside this does not have a lot of projection inside it's has a better reach, but outside not much, but still it smells awfully nice. You know, it's just like that. You know? This fragrance, the Tom Ford Noir Extreme, doesn't smell less nice in any circumstances. So that's it. I would like this one. I think it smells very rich. Both Tom Fords smell very rich, better accompanied by a nice suit, you know, something that dress up for your fragrances. Sometimes it's very fun because it's fun to dress up to. A nice, like a Tyrol, not necessarily a suit, but just like, you know, almost dressed to impress, you know, at least smart casual, I think. But anyway, this is one of my favorite like second fragrance I bought like ever in my life, and it's always been one of my favorites too. So, but it's too good, and it's sweet but not sweet. You know, it's like it's dessert type. It's a gourmand. For those people who don't know what a gourmand is, a gourmand fragrance is a fragrance that smells like something you could eat, and this one smells like the dessert kufi. But it's a dessert that it requires not much sugar, so it's not too sweet. This one is like the advantage of that one in summer is that it's not too sweet. It's got a neroli crisp that just punches through, so it can save a bit of the harshness, that overwhelming sweetness and overcloying sweetness during the day. But like the bottom line, this fragrance, you still need to rock it to do it justice. You know, it's Tom Ford fragrances. They're not like they're not for the faint of heart in general. This one, I think a lot of people really like it. Just it's as a major mass appeal, but I think it's still a fragrance that you need to consider getting, you know, into the fragrance. It's like having a role. It's like rocking your clothing. It's rocking everything you do. You know, it's just about having confidence. The fragrance will not give you confidence, but can inspire you to have some. And that is my point. When you go for like more like different fragrances, this is not Sauvage, this is not Eros, this is not, even though Eros is quite bold and Sauvage quite bold too, but this is something that is not like these super mass appealing fragrances, although it is mass appealing, but it's not, it's different, and it's very sophisticated, it's kind of elevated. I would go for that if, you know, I love that fragrance, but I've worked hard for having like some self-confidence and stuff. Work your way around to love yourself, you know, spread love, and you know what? Spray love. Bye bye.